Hey, this is Mr. Aiden. This is Physics at Redeemer Christian High School. We're going to be getting through some class introductions today. That way you have it readily available for you before day one, and that means on day one we can get right to work and enjoy our physics right from the get-go. What is physics at RCS going to be? Well, we're going to be going through things like forces and motion. We're going to be going through electricity and circuits, waves and optics, and atomic and nuclear, and really what physics is. It's the foundation for all of your math at Redeemer Christian, as well as your science. And so all of your chemistry, all of your biology will be based upon physics, and all of your algebra and geometry, pre-calculus, calculus, all those courses that you might want to take later on. You're going to be introduced to it here in physics. And I have one little thing that it's a rule for my class. It's got to be done. It is rule number one and rule number infinity. It's okay to be wrong. Chances are you're going to be wrong this year, and I'm going to make you wrong. And you're going to have to be okay with it, because oftentimes we learn more by being wrong than being right. And so the amazing thing is I've been wrong over and over and over and over again. Not really. I'm never wrong. Just joking. But it's okay to be wrong in my class. It's okay. You're not going to look stupid. You're not going to look foolish. It's okay to be wrong. And I will honestly try to make you be wrong at times so that you are comfortable with it, so that you even have to explain your answer, whether you're right or whether you're wrong. How am I going to grade? Well, 50% of your grade is going to be coming from tests. 50% is going to be coming from homework. You're going to need a notebook in some way, a calculator, a scientific calculator. TI-30XS is really good. If you need to know what that is, you can always email me. And of course, dry erase markers. We do a lot of whiteboarding. So let me show you what the homework entails. You're going to be doing a lot of your homework on, all of your homework on MrAiden.com. And so MrAiden.com is my website. If you go to MrAiden.com and you go on that little drop down bar, you can see we have physics honors right there. So you're going to click on physics honors. This is going to be your tab for the entire year. Everything on physics honors is here for you. So a lot of useful links on the right hand side. We have equation sheets, study guides for the midterm, study guides for the final. We're going to have review sheets as well. As you take a look on the left hand side, this is going to be your homework corner. If you need to, you will have a book. It's the Honors Physics Essentials book, but if you click on this, the website, it'll bring you right to an online version of the textbook right there. So everything will be there for you for the online version. Week one, due on 8/20. If you look at what that is August 20th is a Thursday. By Thursday night at midnight, you're going to have to do your homework, which means you're going to click on week one kinematics. And week one kinematics, you can see up comes a PDF. And on that PDF, I give you a little procedure for homework. Okay, you're going to read the pages specified in the honors physics, okay, in your book. And then you can see there's going to be questions labeled TQ, which is, that comes from the text. Okay, that could be answered in one word, one phrase, one sentence. CQ is conceptual questions. QQ would be quantitative questions, where you're going to use equation, substitute, and solve with units. Okay, and all of these questions come straight from the textbook. So you can see right here, conceptual questions. You're going to have to go to your book, read page 25, take a look, and you're going to have to figure out the conceptual question number one. You can see there's conceptual questions right here for page 26, 27, same thing. Same thing for 28 and 32. Then we get to some quantitative questions, some QQ questions, QQ11. And so you can see how we want to calculate the velocity in the first 10 seconds. So you're going to take a look at your book. Your book's going to help you out to be able to calculate that velocity and show you there's going to be a lot of similar questions. Okay. When you get done your homework, you can go to, of course, back to MrAiden.com. You can go to the Honors Physics, and you can see right next to week one, you have a little WK1, week one. You're going to click on that, and it is a form that will help you to put in your answers. So you're going to be able to put in your answers, put in your name, your last name, and then your first name here. And you can see there comes CQ number one. Okay, and so you can see a car traveling at a constant slow speed to the right. What is that? Is that going to be A, B, C, or D? Okay. And you can see as you put in your answers, let's say this is not right, by the way, but as you put in your answers, it'll bring you to the next screen. And so you're going to have to put in your answers. The nice thing is you're going to get a response of whether you were right or wrong at the end. You can always do 2 submissions for your homework, and so that when you get questions wrong on your first submission, go in and put in a second submission as well, and that will be your 50% of your grade. That's a large percentage of your grade. You have all week to do it, and you can see every single one of your homework assignments for the entire year is up, as well as when your tests will be. Okay, and so everything is up on the MrAiden.com website. All your homeworks, all your tests, when those would be. And so you can see 50% of your grade comes from tests, 50% of your grade comes from your homework. Just doing your homework. Let's say you fail every single test, but you do all your homework. The lowest grade you can get is a C, a 75. Okay, and that's if you fail every single test. I guarantee if you do your homework, you're not going to be failing tests. Okay, so that's why homework is very important here, and it's going to help your grade out big time. Here are Mr. Aiden's 8 keys to success in physics, and so if you follow these 8 keys, you're going to have success this year. Number 1, eat every day. That doesn't actually mean eat every day. That means do physics every day. Don't wait to do your homework on Thursday night. Okay, do your homework little by little by little. Okay, eat every single day. Don't just cram it all in. If you just eat one day out of the week, you're going to get really sick. So don't just wait for your homework. Attack every problem. The worst thing you can do is not do anything and say, I don't know where to begin. Okay, write down what I've given you. Write down some things that you know. Write down an equation that you know. All right, attack every problem. Don't get stuck in the mud, okay? Ask questions. Draw a picture. Physics is a lot about drawing pictures. Draw that picture. Label these things. List what you know. That's how you start to attack every single problem. Equation, substitute, solve with units. You'll hear me say that over and over and over and over again. Write down your equation, substitute what you know, solve it with units, and that is where you're going to get the majority of your points on each test that you take. Teamwork. You're not going to be alone in this class. You're going to have some classmates. You're going to be able to work with them, work with every single person, learn to work with every single person, and use teamwork, and that will help you out. If you problems. Okay, if you are not very good at a certain problem, you know a test is coming up, work at those problems. If I come back real quick, the teamwork. If someone does your homework for you, that's called cheating. If you do your homework with someone, that's called collaboration. Okay, work together on your homework. Work together. Don't be afraid to work together, because that is where good learning takes place, and that's what you have to do in the real world. Persistence, not frustration. Okay, be persistent at a problem. If you feel like somewhere in physics you feel like you're going to cry, stop. If you feel like you are getting frustrated, stop. If you feel like you are going to throw your book through a window, stop. Stop. You can be persistent. You can work at a problem hard. You can try from different angles. Once you get frustrated, stop. Ask a question. Go to a classmate. Go to me. Be persistent. Don't be frustrated. Don't bang your head against a wall. It's kind of stupid to bang your head against a wall. And number 8, probably the most important, is worry more about understanding than your grade. If you worry more about understanding, your grade will take care of itself. You'll get an A. If you worry more about your grade, you're probably going to get a B or C. It's just really weird when physics comes to that. Worry more about understanding than your grade. And ultimately, all of physics comes down to this. There has been no time when I used to teach in a public school that every single year a student would just raise their hand and say, Mr. Aiden, this is amazing. Physics is absolutely amazing. And that's because I was declaring the glory of God in my physics class, and I get to do that at Redeemer Christian High School for you guys is the heavens declare the glory of God, the skies proclaim the work of his hands. Day to day they pour forth speech, night after night they reveal knowledge. They have no speech, they use no words, no sound is heard from them, and yet their voices goes out into all the earth, and their words to the ends of the world, and that physics declares the glory of God, proclaims the work of his hands. Physics does every single thing there. So I am excited to teach you this year in physics, and I can't wait to get to it. So I can't wait to see you day one. I'll talk to you soon. See you guys. Bye.